I'm gonna give you the reasons why I'm telling you that you should stop free squatting and deadlifting if you have been sitting for many hours on a desk. But first, please like, subscribe, and share this video in order to help me out to build up my channel and my empire. So, there you go. The main reason why you shouldn't be free squatting and deadlifting if you have been sitting many hours is because of the adaptation of the spine. That spine most likely will be adapted toward flexibility because you're in a flexible position long hours for a long time. Therefore, in order to start lifting those weights and to load the structure of the spine, you should first get stronger on many places. One of them will be the core around that beautiful spines of yours. And here you are an example. You have the wall that will give stability on when you breathe in and you load the muscles, that will increase stability on the hip and the spine, the lower spine. Also, the muscles of the pelvic floor will help even further to adapt that process, to progress on that process of stability of the spine. Of course, you can see one of the things that you can see when there's a not a strong core is this sagging position of the stomach, and that will tilt the hip. That tells me also there's some weakness, most probably in the lower back and generally on the core. So first things to get done is to get that core strong all around the core. So do a conscious train about it, talk to your coach, and eventually you will start progressively loading that spine. Of course, that spine will adapt to this new process, and so it will take some time before that happens. Only after a few months of training, I would say 8 weeks, 2 months at least, you will start increasing the weights on the free squats. Don't do it first, do it safely, and you can train for many, many hours. And therefore, we're gonna keep training our legs anyways. For doing that, we're gonna use machines, gonna go bodybuilding style. We're gonna use isolation of the muscles. On this case, leg extension and flexions. I will do it on supersets. We'll do 5 supersets of this exercise to put as much stress as possible within those 5 sets. Full range of articular motion, and on the eccentric movement, try to double the time of the concentric. For example, if I'm lifting on 1, I will go down on 1.5 to 2. Same case for the leg flexions. If I flex my leg on 1, I will straight up my leg on 1.5 to 2. That will keep a big amount of work on the lower body without putting any stress at all on the spine and neither on the joints. It's an excellent exercise for getting ready for what is coming. Of course, you have to go through the whole training. Remember that we are not using huge loads. Now we're using a squat machine, a squat blaster is called. And don't do full range of motion from 90 degrees, up, no full extension, and down again. 15 reps. This machine, on this particular case, helps me to not put a lot of stress on my spine, and of course my shoulders, having those big pads, it distributes the weight fairly enough so I don't feel the weight. And for finishing, of course, we have to train our calves. I prefer to do standing calf raises because that will engage all the rear change of my leg. Actually, my calves, my hamstrings, my glutes, and also to some extent my lower back are engaged and working. Stability is not an issue here because, like we said before, it's a machine. Be sure that you use a full range of motion in order to keep the hygiene of the Achilles tendons. Enjoy and keep training. Cheers.